Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I usually don't take it for granted. By supporting me in this video, just do me a favor, ensure you like the video. I will appreciate you so much for that like. Now, Kenyans, Muhoozi, who is the CDF of Uganda, the son to Yoweri Museveni, is coming out exposing the United States of America for removing them from AGOA. Then they are requesting that US must immediately reinstate them into AGOA. Then they will talk about compensation for all the soldiers who were killed in Somalia on their orders. This statement of Muhoozi is bringing a lot of shame where these West countries and US, they usually use our soldiers on their own benefit. After our soldiers are killed, there's no compensation. And even if there is compensation, you find that political leaders are usually enjoying the sweat of these soldiers. Look at, for example, those who were killed from Somalia, and there were soldiers coming from Uganda. And the CDF of Uganda, Muhoozi, the son to Yoweri Museveni, is claiming they were never compensated about their soldiers that were killed in Somali mission, that they were lied to. And this was orders that came from United States of America. On the same note, Kenyans, remember our police officers are in Haiti through the orders of the United States of America that we should be part and parcel of that mission. And William Ruto, because he's showing a kind of good heart that we cannot live peacefully in Kenya while Haiti is disrupted with violence, with guns. So William Ruto prepared 1,000 of our police officers to Haiti. As Uganda are claiming that US used them through their orders and they took their soldiers in Somalia in a peacekeeping mission. When their soldiers were killed, there was no compensation. And that is what these West countries and US, they normally use to clean their mess. After cleaning their mess, they usually don't care about the soldiers that were killed. In other words, we as Africans, especially our soldiers, they are not human beings. But them, when their soldiers are killed, they are being compensated. That is what the Uganda, they are claiming. That now the US, removing them from AGOA, is not only going to be noisy, but is going to be messy. They are blaming US, using them, then later, they are being removed from AGOA. Remember, AGOA is a kind of sub-Saharan type of trade where some countries registered and became members. And Kenya was among the first sub-Saharan African countries to qualify for trade preference under the AGOA. And so the CDF of Uganda, Muhoozi, the son to Museveni, is claiming that if Museveni, or rather if US wants to remove them, and already they have been removed from AGOA, then they must be reinstated first. They resolve the issues where their soldiers were killed. After solving, then they are good to go. But for now, they are claiming they cannot allow and accept to be removed from AGOA, yet their soldiers were not compensated. In other words, are you seeing a kind of picture where our leadership in Africa, when they saw money, they just decide and dump our soldiers into a very hostile ground Then when our soldiers have been killed, you find that they are being buried. Nothing is being done to those people who lost their lives. Some money they are being given. You find that some individuals are just pocketing this money in their pockets. And you can't do anything. Why? Because we are being told several African presidents, when they saw such kind of business, they usually do that. And that is why we questioned a lot how our police officers were going to put peace in Haiti, yet our country, we are having some issues. Bandits all over left, right, center. In North Rift. Then you want to tell me that we want to keep peace into a neighbor's home, yet our home is in crisis. It's like mtu nyumba yake inachomeka na mwingine pia inachomeka, kuliko kuchota maji azime nyumba yake, anaenda kuzima ya mwingine, yake inaendelea tu kuungua. That is the type of leadership we are having in this Africa. That when they saw this kind of business, like our country, they were promised billions of money. You will find that this money might be deposited into the account of the Republic of Kenya. You will find that these people will just be given peanuts, but billions of money. These monies will be shared among some individuals, left, right, center. And they don't have shame. I'm telling you. These people usually don't have shame. But now, what is the repercussions and the consequences of these leaders like William Samoei Ruto, Yoweri Museveni, Paul Kagame, and other presidents in Africa, just allowing these West countries and US to manipulate our minds that we have better army, we have better forces that can end violence in some countries. Yet they are using us. They don't have any solution. When you look at those who were killed in Somalia, it was so pathetic. Soldiers from Uganda, they were buried, no compensation, and their lives ended like that. Even if you find a soldier was having his or her family, you'll find that they are now in trouble, in financial crisis, because they depended on their son or their daughter. But when their daughter and son went to a mission in Somalia, they were killed. But when they were going, they were promised monies. After finishing, no compensation. So I think Africa must come out and open their eyes and see that going forward, we must fight to keep peace in Africa, not in other West countries and US. For example, look at the crisis in Congo. You cannot tell me that we as Africans, we don't have a solution to that crisis. Can we unite and keep peace in Congo? The same to other countries in Africa. But the problem we are having is that we have presidents that their issues are first. They serve their interest. They get the money promised. They directly put them into their pockets. Yet our police officers, our soldiers, our military, our forces will come back with no benefit they have. In fact, these people that usually have this unison type of, you find different countries are uniting, different special forces are uniting to a certain mission. I think these people should be paid higher than those who are in our country, because they usually risk their lives. They are in strange environments. So I think for me, the claims and what the Uganda is blaming the US, it is true. They're just there to use you. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till you meet in another video.